My current reality is so stressful and depressing to me that for the last year or more, I've kind of been living in this other life subconsciously, in a way, this future that I am planning and working towards for myself. I've kind of been subconsciously living there, and because I can't really handle my current reality, living in that reality in a way has helped me disconnect from mine so that I don't have to feel the pain of it so much. But I've been doing that for so long now, and doing it while I've been working towards getting that reality and having so many setbacks for it that now I'm kind of afraid that now subconsciously I'm kind of afraid that that kind of life for me doesn't exist and will never exist, because it has been fake in my mind for a year or more, and part of me is thinking that that's all it can ever be, that that's all it is. My mind can't fathom the concept now that that might be a reality and that I could actually feel and experience that reality in person and not subconsciously through my own mind. So that's really depressing and stressful, and my heart is just like racing and has been for hours because I'm so stressed and upset, just like all the time. I just got some more bad news. The Social Security office just sent back all of the documents we sent them with a note saying that we need to fill out the papers that they also sent there and then resend them in because they need those papers filled out, not digitally, I guess. We called them and they told us just send in your marriage certificate and then we'll change it for you. And then we called them a week later to see what was going on and to see if things were going well, and they said, we don't want to tell you anything, don't call us. So now we're going to have to fill out those papers and resend it and wait all over again for them to hopefully actually process it this time, so that then we can finally take that to the loan application so that they can hopefully process it this time. More things have gone wrong than I thought were possible to go wrong in this situation. I don't even know what to do with myself now. I feel like I can't think about anything about the life that I want to have because it just seems so impossible at this point that it just makes me sad to think about, because every day it seems like we get further and further from that reality. But then I can't think about things that are the situation that I'm in now because I hate it and it's depressing. I don't know what I can do to get out of this. I mean, and there's nothing I can do to make this go faster. I'm completely powerless to change any of this. And I don't know how I'm gonna cope with just every day now, because anything that I can do or think about is just gonna make me sad, because I just feel like I'm never gonna get out of this. I'm just getting really fed up with all this. I don't know how much more I can take. It just feels like this is gonna be my reality forever. Judging me.
So, Love was a little hungry and decided that she wanted to have waffles. She was craving them, so she decided to just make waffles.
Uh-huh. Waffles are good, love.
You went through all this trouble to make yourself waffles.
Hungry waffles. Happy birthday to you. 20. Just set it right there. I need to talk about this for a minute, and nobody else can really listen to me right now, so I'm just gonna talk to a camera. For context, it's Wednesday today. Last Friday, I sent in the last thing that the loan application people needed to process the loan, and the lady told me that once that was sent in, it would only take a couple days to get our certificate, which was obviously super exciting. And of course, it was Friday that happened, so, we had to wait the weekend before they could start doing any work. I figured that we would probably get the certificate either Monday or Tuesday. And of course, with my luck, on Monday, the loan officer was sick, and I guess they don't have anything in place to have someone take over a sick person's work while they're sick. I called her twice on Monday and never got a response. Finally, on Tuesday, I found out that she was sick, and at the same time, I found out that she had never sent in the application to get the stamp of approval, because even though we sent in like 5 different versions of what she was asking for on Friday, I guess she still didn't have the right one, and she just never bothered to tell us that the last one we sent wasn't right. On Tuesday, which was the last day I was expecting for us to have to wait before we had the certificate in our email, instead of getting the certificate on Tuesday, we had to send in more paperwork, and then she finally sent it in on Tuesday. And she said in about 24 hours that she should be hearing back. By this point, it's been a bit over 24 hours. I just called her, and she still hasn't heard anything from that lady, and I was thinking, okay, well, there's, the rest of the day today, and worst comes to worst, they'll probably just send it in the morning. And then I found out that they all have a day off on Thursday. If we don't get it in the next few hours here, or we're not getting it till Friday. Keep in mind that what I was told last Friday was pretty much that I would be getting it in the first couple of days of this week. I'm just kind of waiting for government agencies to get their job done so that I can finally get a move on with my life. So it's just like another week down the drain is what it feels like. So I'm gonna go. Hi. So I've been crying for like 2 hours, as you can maybe tell from my disgusting face. I just found out 2 hours ago that we're not going to be getting the certificate today, and we're gonna have to wait till Friday to get it. So I just feel really defeated, and I just feel even more like this is never gonna happen, because I'm telling myself all the time, it's just a week more or it's just a couple days more. For the last 3 months since I started this process, it's never been just a week more or just a couple days more. So I really just can't even believe that it's possible for things to change. Even just thinking about things that make me happy just make me scared now, because I'm just afraid that is just gonna hurt me like it always does, because it just keeps getting farther away. So I don't know, I'm just kind of in shock at this point. I also just thought about something that I kind of want to talk about. I know that one of the reasons that people like to move to Salt Lake City is because of the beautiful mountains everywhere, and there's a lot of nature type of stuff that's really pretty here. There's like a mixture of desert, but then also mountains and waterfalls. The way I see it, none of those attractions are a reason to move here, because for me, those type of, beautiful nature things are only valuable when you're allowed to touch them, when you're allowed to go out and explore things and have peace and calm and solitude in those spaces. But the thing about at least the Salt Lake City area, there's only like a few select trails that you can hike, and then everything else is private property. And so with the amount of people that live in the city, that just means that everybody in the city has to cram into those few areas where you're allowed to walk. So all of the pretty trails are covered in creepy people and trash. I've been looking around a lot today for some place to take a day or a 2-day trip to, just within an hour or two drive from the city, since we don't really have enough money for me to pay for gas to go much further. And so I've been looking on Google and looking at Google reviews. Every single place that I look at has reviews saying that there's creepy people, or that there's trash, or that it's all private property everywhere, or whatever. And I've gone driving around in the mountains too, just looking to see if I can find a place where I can just walk off somewhere. Every time I go anywhere, all I see is private property, or there's a small parking lot filled to the brim with cars and nowhere to park for one small trail that's full of people and trash. And it's like, what's the point of living near a bunch of beautiful nature when you're not even allowed to get close to it or touch it, except for a few areas that are filled with trash and sketchy people? And that's one of the really big reasons that Sweden is the top of my list for places that I want to move outside of the US. Even if you own the land, people are allowed to walk and even camp on any of the land. And that's really, really important to me. I just find that idea of being able to just drive somewhere, get out of your car and walk in one direction, and just be able to do it with no private property, no trash, no people, just go out and be alone and explore. Like, that is the beauty of nature for me, is going out and exploring things and seeing things, feeling like you're one tiny piece of a huge, beautiful organism. And I just don't get any ounce of any of the feelings that I love about going into nature here. There's just no options. Even when you're looking at the beautiful mountains, it just makes me sad, because it's like it's a carrot in front of my head taunting me, like, look at this beautiful scenery, and you're not allowed to touch it. Anyway, that's just me maybe, but there's my 2 cents on that whole idea. So I'm probably just going to binge my game all of tomorrow and however long on Friday it takes for them to get back to me. And hopefully I can just get through tomorrow without too much pain, get through the rest of today without too much pain, and then get the certificate on Friday and actually get a move on with my life. I was really hoping that the end of this video would be showing and saying we finally got our certificate, but unfortunately, as my life would have it, that's not the case, and I am still waiting on that stamp of approval. So anyway, that's it for now. I will hopefully see you next week with some good news, so I'll see you in the next one. Bye! so confused right now. I just sat down in the car and then tried to take my backpack off, and the zipper is stuck on the seatbelt. Like, what the hell does that? And I can't seem to get it out.
What are you laughing about? What?
Shrek 2!
What is so funny?
There's no way this was 2004.
Oh my god.
Piggy dipping! Piggy dipping at the piggy pond. Nah, you went sausage swimming in the water bowl. You dipped them fat little toes in there. Chubba one.